Hi, this is Design with Soul, and I'm Trina.
And I'm LaRae. Hey.
And thank you for joining us for another episode.
Episode 3, because this is the third one.
Third episode, finally.
And I finally got my makeup right. Oh my God. I look so good.
Oh, yeah, so I know you guys are wondering, like, why are they dressed so crazy? Well, the theme of the show is Beetlejuice. And so we dressed our outfits are inspired by characters from the movie. So I'm Miss Argentina, but chose to put Miss Gotabody.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like
And
that.
my own version of the receptionist, the green receptionist with the slits on her wrists.
Yeah, you came through. Look at you.
Mm.
I see you, Miss Got a Body. Well,
Yeah.
I'm Miss Shrunken Head. So I was shrunken, and this is what's left of my head. So
Love
I,
it. Love it.
it was
Love
like fun, and I got my binoculars and what. Yeah. So our looks are inspired by Beetlejuice, which was um, produced and directed, and it was released in 1988, 35 years ago. So when you were growing, did you watch Beetlejuice when you were a kid?
I was like 8 years old when that came out. And so, yeah, that was everything. Like, Beetlejuice was a movie.
Yeah.
I had a lot of black and white striped jackets.
So you were Beetlejuice.
Yes. I'm always influenced by the crazy characters.
Yeah, I was Beetlejuice. Fuck it.
I'm always inspired by the crazy characters, never like the same normal ones. So yeah, and Beetlejuice was a thing. I think I used to watch it all the time, like as it came on, like watching it over and over. And then they came out with the cartoon, so then I was watching the cartoon. There was a cartoon.
Dang, I didn't know nothing
Well,
about
I was. What's going on? You got Ghost in there?
Girl, talking about Beetlejuice. Shut up. Why are you playing? Oh no, okay, that's me. Sorry about that.
I watched the Nun 2 again yesterday. So I'm just like,
You watched what yesterday?
Nun 2 yesterday again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, is that Vatican?
Girl.
I won't joke about that.
It was Beetle. Yeah, say, hey, shit, we'll turn this podcast right off. Girl, I'll go right back to what? Night night. Well, all the cables. I don't even fuck. And I don't even feel bad about my nails because I'm supposed to be dead. So it works out. These are my normal nails.
Girl, my nails
they work for the costume.
I'm going on vacation this week, so I'll do my nails at some point.
Girl, I hate doing my nails. I hate doing anything where it requires me doing anything. Like it is this. I don't want to do nothing.
I get that.
Do I have to do it? I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I get it. But
I didn't know Beetlejuice had a cartoon though. That's crazy.
It did. Like back then it was just like everything. Every successful movie that they could turn into a cartoon was a cartoon.
Remember the 18? Well, you may not remember the 18
yes,
cartoon.
I remember the 18. I used to watch the 18 all the time.
Girl.
But
Yeah, it was real terrible. But let me see this. I'm over here Googling the Beetlejuice cartoon because that is wild. So, is the costume that you made your favorite costume from Beetlejuice? Or is that... Because this is not my favorite costume from Beetlejuice. This is just the one that I can recreate, like, really quickly. But my favorite costume from Beetlejuice is the beginning one. I think her name is Lydia, the little girl. She comes in that big old black hat.
Uh-huh.
And then the red dress at the end, the wedding dress that she's in.
I love when Lydia was sitting at the dinner table when they had the party, the dinner party, and she had on the black hat with the veil.
Okay. Oh yes. That was cool because that.
I can't say that I have a favorite costume in that movie. I just like watching the movie, and I'm just like all the every character to me, you could have did something with. Because I told you, remember I texted you, was like, I want to do now. So now I want to do Juno because I quote Juno in my everyday life, like, I'm not your coach. Your coach survived.
Oh man.
And that
I
was it. I liked every character. So
Yeah, the costumes in Beetlejuice were just freaking like I don't know, they were just so masterful. Like the way that that black and white stripe kept coming back, even with the
mhm.
snake in the ground, and it was
Yeah.
always it was like the black and white set that carnival atmosphere that when you knew that the Beetlejuice character was going to come
Mhm.
on, it was going to be some kind of carnival-y kind of like
Exactly.
weird thing is going to happen. So I really love that. And
Oh,
then
and you know what else I loved? The
what?
mother, the stepmother. She at one of the dinner parties, her headpiece was like two leather gloves tied together. Did you
Girl,
notice that?
yeah, girl, did I notice that? Talk about it. That was what I was going to do, but I don't have, I don't, where, what? I didn't have time.
I'm like,
But girl,
I have leather gloves. I was like, I thought about doing that, but
leather. That's how
I
you
was
say it.
like,
That's how Trina says it.
leather,
Leather.
leather.
Leather gloves.
That's how you say it, isn't it?
Is that nice?
It's the correct way to say
Leather.
it. Leather.
Girl, I love it. That's the Trina Brown ism of it all. Yeah, girl, she was absolute. She was all. That's why I was saying, like between her and Lydia, like the looks that they gave was like the
Mhm.
same girl, but just like different decades of the same girl.
Yes,
It was
exactly.
very much like the color, the way that they played those two, like they were very similar, but their
Mhm.
attitudes were different.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just that it was just a teenager mother dynamic or stepmother
mhm,
dynamic. So she's rebelling. The stepmother, I feel like in some way she was still rebelling.
mhm. And I
And
think that's what but I think the way that the costumes brought them together, that you knew that they had one underlying thing was that they were similar because the way that they dressed them. I kind of felt like they were from the same tribe at least.
exactly. I
The
mean,
dad
a lot
was
of
the
them
one that stuck out because the dad was the one that was very simple and very.
exactly. I mean, and then his daughter is like that, so he chose a woman
Hmm.
similar to his daughter. So maybe that's what he likes. He's like the nature, homebody, like country type feel, and they were like the more eccentric, artsy, rebellion types.
Daddy got a wild side. Daddy got
Daddy
a
got the
wild
wild
side.
new.
Well, I'm looking forward to the remake of Beetlejuice that's coming out. So you know the remake of Beetlejuice, right?
Also, they doing. I've heard. Yeah, but I feel like that was in the pipeline for years.
No, like they're like actually doing it right now. Like
Okay,
I
they're
think
filming
Renona
it. Oh,
Ryder has been
production.
caught in, yeah, Renona Ryder's been like, in her costume, and I guess they got pictures of it somewhere. And
Oh, really?
yeah, so I think let me see who's playing in this one. Okay, so the release date, so it's Tim Burton again. It's Beetlejuice 2 is what it's called. Michael Keaton's in there. Renona Ryder comes back as Lydia, but Lydia's daughter is now Jenna Ortega. Ooh, Ortega.
Oh, okay.
Sounds super white.
She's
Didn't
the
I
one that
Ortega?
she's the one that played Wednesday, right?
Uh-huh. So she plays
Okay, so I
Lydia's
think
daughter.
that's perfect.
Beetlejuice has a wife, Monica Bellucci. William Defoe is in it. Catherine O'Hara is Delia Deetz. Uh, Justin Thoreau is in it. So it's looking pretty good. Like I'm excited about that.
Okay, we'll see.
What you mean? You're not excited? I'm super
No, I'm
excited.
excited, but we'll see if it's good.
But see, the cool thing is, but they couldn't get Alec Baldwin, so I wonder what happened to him. Well, we know what happened to him.
No, no way. But it's Gina Davis.
Yeah, she's not in it either. So I mean,
So
maybe
they
they
probably,
really did die
yeah, or they just moved on. They finally moved on to the
to the
after
promised land. Yeah, to the afterlife. I
whatever.
mean, that makes sense. Why not? Let the
Yeah,
ghost die.
yeah.
Let the ghost die, Trina. Well, I'm
So it's
excited about that.
yeah, and I'm also excited that the writers finally came to a deal
Hey, we're halfway back to work.
halfway,
See,
about
that's
another month or so.
girl. Can you? I mean, everything just
Because
gets. It's just that's such a good sign, you know.
hmm, we just got to get the actors to negotiate.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like, you know, I see what everybody's fighting for because I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. But I am wondering, like, are we gonna, our department's never gonna see any benefits of this strike.
No. Well, the crazy thing is, like in my union, our contract comes up 2024 this year,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm just like, if we can't go on a long drawn out strike because there's not going to be any support or any
Mm-hmm.
knowledge for like how it got shut down with the writers and the actor because the show is going to go on. They're just going to get. Cause I
Period.
remember last time we were talking about strikes, they were talking about reaching out to like students, like fashion
Somebody's
design
mama, can you come
students.
over here and costume this?
Exactly. So it's just like they don't give two about us.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you guys do?
We don't do nothing. We
Nothing.
actually just sit up here playing solitary. We
Yep.
don't do nothing. Girl, we just make the whole fucking movie look good. You want a period piece with no clothes? Try. And then let your wife do it so she can have the colonial period and the Victorian period all fucked up.
Exactly.
Oh my God. That's not the same. No, bitch, it's not the same.
No.
It's not the same.
But whatever, we'll see what happens. But
We're experts in our field. But we're going to go back to work and we're not going to it's going to be like we were just imposed upon a lot of the departments, the other, and everybody
because
else is happy and we go back to our little measly, you
because
know.
there's going to be some cutbacks, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the wardrobe department that gets the brunt of those cutbacks.
Why you say that?
I just feel like that. I just feel like because they lost a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
and so then at this point they're going to try to figure out how to like gain that money back. They're going to have to build slowly. So the first time back, they're not going to put all the money, the same money that was before. I feel like there's going to be some cutbacks, and I think the wardrobe department is going to feel the brunt of it.
Mm.
We always feel it.
Well, see, and I think it's going to be a little. I think on the side that I'm on,
Mm.
the more because you're more in the series and set. You're more
Yeah.
like So I think for me, it's going to be a little bit more different. That it's
Okay.
going to be wide open because there's been a lot of stuff because once the strike went on, people couldn't even get financing from different financing um,
Mm-hmm.
places because the strike. So they were not financing new projects. So all that was on hold. So once that's lifted, I think it's going to almost be kind of like Wild Wild West for a minute.
Okay.
People are getting back up and you don't need the SAG agreement anymore. People can just start shooting because there's people who have money, but they're still just waiting to get that stupid paperwork. Well, kind of stupid, but I mean the official SAG agreement.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I don't know. I'm
Yeah, we'll see.
hoping it works.
Yeah. Same
But
positive.
we're not going to get any more. But I'm saying we're not going to get any for all the inconvenience that even are like we've all been through. The only real benefit is going to be for those two unions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly.
There's no trickle down theory on
No.
movie set.
No.
Got to fight for
At
your
all.
own union, or your own stuff. So
That's all. And they always be like, thanks to our sister unions. And I'm like, is that us included?
you just go over there and do them clothes, girl. Shut up.
Is that
Get
what
your
do you
iron,
what do you
bitch.
got? shop all day? How is that hard?
Go shopping, make them look good, be nice, get on set, go trip, and take this little money. Be happy.
Exactly.
Okay, okay. Don't even worry about it. I'll be real happy.
I got
Yeah,
these good. Okay.
yeah. Got me a little piece of something, a little piece of paycheck. I'm feeling good. Are you ready to get into the meat of our
Man,
pod?
I
So Trina and I are tasking ourselves with watching America Horror Story, the new season, Delicate.
delicate. Yes.
Um, it's starring what is her name, Emma Roberts,
Yes.
and that
Kim
old Kim.
Kardashian. Well, I told you, I kept texting you. Like, behind the scenes, y'all don't understand. Like, me and LaRae has to come to agreements. And I was saying, I
Dude.
don't want to watch this.
Me neither. Okay, so I
I
didn't want to
don't.
watch it either. Okay, so Trina, like, there was gonna be one that I didn't watch. Like, I was like, oh, I'm never gonna watch that series again, ever, never. Look at what they did. They brought her into it, and just it's gonna go. It's like I'm just not a fan of Kim Kardashian. I mean, I said it. There it is. I'm not a fan. I'm not. I just
More,
like. I like my actors. I like my actors to be actors.
yeah, I'm more or less of a fan of, dare I say, Emma Roberts. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, see,
So,
and I don't have any. So, like Emma Roberts, I don't even know anything else she's been in. Because, like, I mean, what was
no,
she
it's
like
only,
in Harry
it's been,
Potter? No, she was.
has she?
I don't know. I just made that up because I don't know.
No, she's pretty much been in American Horror Stories, and then she did like another show that was called Scream Queens. It was on Fox. That was with Jamie Lee
Okay,
Curtis and Niecy Nash. I mean, it was a good show. You should watch it.
okay,
Funny,
yeah,
but that and I mean, it's pretty much. I feel like she does the same things,
yeah.
type of roles, and I don't feel like she. I mean, I've had like a slight encounter with her, so I'm just like not a
You had
fan.
a what?
I had a slight encounter with her.
Oh,
I'm not a fan.
see, that's why Trina Brown is cool. See, amongst other things. What?
Yeah, but that was
See,
just so stupid. But that was me not being a stylist or costume. That was in my days as a visual merchandiser.
mm.
And
In my
so,
days, I whoop your ass, Emma Roberts.
so stupid.
That was in them days.
Yeah, so
Emma
not
Roberts is lucky. She don't even know how close she came, huh? Girl.
it wasn't like that. I was very professional.
I'm just starting shit. Trying to get the beef going. Come on,
No,
Emma, come back.
please.
Hit us back. Uh yeah, no, I don't really know too much about her. I have watched a lot of the American Horror Stories. That's the only place I know her from, and she's just whatever to me. Like I'm not like, oh, I'm moved by any of her performances.
No.
So when they
But
put her and Kim Kardashian together, I was like, oh,
exactly. It's like there's no balance. At least like with the old cast, there was like a balance of different characters and actors. I feel like all the best actors left, in my opinion, from the show.
mm-hmm.
And so it's just like, what?
Well, did it? But so did it link? Okay, so like some of those series before this one, they were like super confusing and like it leaned a lot on the actors, right? It wasn't
Hmm.
about to me like the storytelling. It was just more about these kind of like great performances. Um, like the one with the when they were in the asylum, I didn't really care for that, but
No,
boy,
I
when
think
Jessica
that's
Lange acted her ass off, like it was she was crazy. But like this one, I don't know. It just seemed more. It seemed like something. I can't say it feel different than the last ones. They were way more. I don't
oh
know. Maybe I don't know. I
well,
just felt like this one was different.
Well, this one is based off a book called Delicate Conditioning,
Mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to be an updated, like a not yeah, updated version of Rosemary's Baby.
Okay, so I didn't know that going in. Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just looked that up like last night because I was like,
Okay.
I need to know what this is going on. I was just like, yeah, so it's an updated version of Rosemary's Baby. But I guess in the book,
Mm.
instead of like, in Rosemary's Baby, it was a cult of devil worshippers that
Yeah.
were, you know, dealing with her baby, whatever. But I guess
Mm-hmm.
in the book, this book, it's a cult of a coven of witches that's trying to protect the baby. And I guess it's
Okay.
supposed to be some feminist type, woman empowerment story about, how there's between modern medicine and old ways where, it was natural births and stuff like that. I like how
Hmm.
like they don't really look out for women. So I don't know if the show is going I feel like the show is not going to be like that. I think the show is going to be more sinister
Well,
than
yeah. Yeah.
than the book. That means I don't know. It was confusing when I was reading about the book, but
Girl,
that's
it was confusing when I was watching the show. So like
yeah.
all that backstory, the story, I mean, we watched the episode. I I was like, okay, so I knew it was going to be about a baby. So I got that much. Visually, I can say that it was. I really like the hospital, the sterileness of the hospital was really interesting because you could. It took
Mhm.
you to another place. If you felt like you weren't in, I don't know, you felt where you kind of in the future a little bit. I don't know. The clothes kind of they were the way that they styled.
The
It,
hospital felt expensive,
yeah.
like they said he was the top whatever. So it's not anybody that's just going to go there. But like even like oh my gosh, Lou Eyrick, who's the designer.
Okay.
But I believe she's still the costume. I haven't looked that up. I know she started producing the shows as well, so I'm not sure if she's still the costume designer. But she has a way of like getting your attention with the accessories, like paying
Mm-hmm.
attention to characters through the accessories. And then she seen the shoes, which caught my attention. It was
Mm-hmm.
studded shoes, and I was just like, "Them not bad shoes." I took a picture of it. I'll send it to you just so you can reference it. And then the shoes showed up again when she was talking to that lady at the
Okay.
art gallery, and and because if you notice that, like the art gallery, she mentioned her lips, like that's another nice color on you. And remember,
Mm-hmm.
the friend gave her the lipstick in the
Lipstick.
bathroom,
Yeah.
and then the other lady. No, there was two other people. The one that's like stalking her that you keep saying she had the red glasses on in the
Yes.
hood already got my attention. And then then the old babushka lady
With the
with the
eyebrow.
curls. Yeah.
The
All that.
19,
But
yeah, she's, yeah.
yeah, I love I said, can
Definitely
you
old
imagine
country.
though? It would be a plot twist if she was the one with the heels on. Can you imagine her outfit with the heels? I was like, that plot twist. I was like,
Girl.
what?
Oh, man. Yeah, so it had those like very interesting characters. It was and then the figure at the beginning that was in the bed and then they went back the week and then we saw the figure back in the bed with that like cloak on.
That hood, yes.
Yeah. So the first episode, it was, I mean, what did you think about Kim Kardashian's performance? I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I just felt like it was whatever.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, if she played Kim Kardashian, I feel like,
Yeah. Which
um,
is good because, I mean, don't play nothing else because don't stretch yourself.
yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just like I'm just waiting for them to introduce the characters in order for the story to get going to
Hmm.
add a little bit more interest into it. Because right now, for me, it's running flat. Because like I said, you got Kim Kardashian and then Emma Roberts, and it's just like
Yeah.
they're like the
Yeah.
same person to me. So
Yeah.
it's just like and then like all the characters that just spying on her or whatever, they're pretty much just like not saying anything right now. The old lady keep like yelling things out, but what's her story? Like,
Yeah.
so we and the
I feel,
husband,
yeah,
I
the
ain't gonna
husband
question the
is
husband
weird.
because he's kind of here. Like, what's up with him?
Episode one was more just like just very starting everything. I mean, it seems like
Yeah,
if they're going to go at this pace, they're going to need 100 episodes to tell the fucking story, because it seems like there's going to be so many backstories and they have so many characters in it. Like you said, I mean, there's the husband, there's the lady with the hair. We haven't even Kim Kardashian's going to have some kind of story, and then
I
there's the
think.
old lady, and then there's the actual story. I mean, like, there's so I mean, all these plot twists, there's however all these things are going to be intertwined. It seems like it's going to take a month just to get to anything that I even care about. You know what I'm saying? Is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? I don't know.
Exactly. She
Already
having
lose the baby? Did
delusions.
she have, I don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like crazy when she's seeing her phone. I don't know why that bothered me, but when she's seeing her phone, when she's on her phone, and
Mm-hmm.
she's seeing that the her calendar changed, I was like, why didn't you change it back then? There, she just changed her password. That bothered me.
I didn't even notice. I mean, because I watched it with like whatever, I didn't watch it like intently. I wanted to,
Yeah,
but it didn't have my attention enough for me to like sit down and really like, you
right.
know,
She gave
which
me an assignment, and I'm going to do it.
I did the assignment. I watched it. I watched it. I remembered and I watched it. But I wasn't, because I do watch it because like I really like the series. Like I watched every other season of it. And when I found out, I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good. Not just
Yeah,
because it's Kim Kardashian, but because like the actors that they had in it before. I mean, they've had some stellar ass actors. I mean,
yes.
just
Angela
like
Bassett,
oh,
Kathy Bates.
Sarah Paulson. I mean, you had Sarah, who was like, I
Well,
mean,
that's what she was from the start. And then, she got big and was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
yeah, when she played herself, the twins, where she was like her own, it was so crazy in the circus one. I loved that. The guy that played Dahmer used to be in it, and I mean, all of that. He was like
Yeah.
so great. And then you're gonna bring in Kim Kardashian, like
Yeah,
what?
he was like my favorite person from the show, him and Sarah Paulson. And I'm mad
Hmm.
that they both decided to leave because it was just like, you guys were the show.
Yeah, yeah. So I
So,
mean, this episode one. I mean, even though I'm like not, it's not a 10. It's not even like, it's like a 5 for me. Like, because
mhm.
I do like the series and we are doing this podcast, I'm going to watch it again. I'm going to watch for episode 2. But I mean, and the fashions ain't even keeping me. It's not even like when they did the Hotel Cortez, that was gorgeous.
There was always something. Because
That was
even with,
gorgeous.
but even with the Roanoke season, I like that season. That's the season when they were in that house
Oh yeah, the
that was
first season.
haunted. Yeah. No. That's you talking about Murder House. That's the first one.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that.
murder.
Yeah, that was my favorite season. That's what got me into the show. Roanoke was the
Hmm.
one when they were doing that, filming that reality TV
Oh,
series. You didn't like that one? I like that.
uh,
I like
uh,
that.
uh,
I like that.
it was literally not. I mean, yeah, not as much as I like the rest of them.
Yeah, coming. I'm not into the circus thing, so that one I watched begrudgingly, but it's just like I watched it because I loved the series and
Hmm.
it has some good storylines, but I didn't, it wasn't my favorite season.
I think I get just carried away in the bigness of the costume and the like
Yeah,
and the production of it all. Like I
yeah.
love the overdoneness of everything. I mean, that look at our personalities. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. What's his name? Something the clown, the killer clown.
yeah, the clown guy.
Yeah, his costume was amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean the
Yeah,
mouth and all. He was like, I mean, there's no denying that they have really set the tone in like television costumes to me. Like,
exactly.
the way that they kind of tell the story, like the colors and different shapes and all that different stuff, and the way that the hair and the makeup team must work hand in
Well
hand with
together.
them,
Yes, they have to. You
because
can
those
always,
look,
and that's something you can always tell when the makeup, hair, wardrobe all work well together.
yeah.
Because when it just looks like everything fits and is a masterpiece, you just like,
Hmm.
okay, that was a team effort.
Yeah, you definitely you knew we gave you the gown ahead of time. You were able to get the hair, the fingernail polish, the all the stuff to really set that
Exactly.
look. So that's what I've been loving for the last however many seasons,
Mhm.
and the way that, like even the production design with the costumes, I mean, the
Yes.
color contrast, all of it just very poppy. And so that's
Hmm.
why I really like American Horror Story. Even if sometimes the story I don't care about, I can turn it down. I can turn the volume off and just watch it because it's
Yeah.
pretty. It's really interesting to look at.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I was getting from because my thought in my head watching it yesterday was like this is really dark. Like the color, I
Hmm.
don't know what it was just something I was like this is just so I like dark, but
Yeah.
it was something that just like made it just like maybe everything just fell flat and it was just like the darkness and everything. I was just like I need a pop of something, either a
Yeah.
pop of a character, a pop of the wardrobe,
Yeah.
some
Somebody needs to
sunlight,
come in
something.
there with some polka dots or something.
Yeah,
Something needs to
exactly.
turn it. Yeah.
It's
Cause it
just
was, I feel
dark.
you. I feel you. And and then like Kim could have been that pop of fun where I feel like they missed out because they gave her those muted colors, like her normal
Yeah,
look. Like, they didn't make her like,
it
what's
wasn't.
missing is that fun character that like out, colorful. Like you said,
Yes,
everything is dark.
exactly. They need to bring my lady with the red hair back.
Girl, the old babe with she plays old, she plays young, she plays the witch. Yeah, I love her.
She always got that bright red hair. Well, she doesn't have always have the bright red hair, but I love when she has the bright red hair. I'm just like, oh,
Hmm.
and her
Yeah,
wardrobe is always,
always.
oh,
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like they're, so hoping that there'll be some more, you know, really outstanding costumes, but I just don't see that being the thing. I don't know. It just
but I
seems like
feel
a
like this
regular
is
show.
more. I feel like this is more simplistic.
Yeah.
And it's just like I think they're trying to do something with the accessories because everybody has, like I said, it was the big frame glasses, the red frame ones, the green studded shoes,
Hmm.
the hooded cloak, the nurses and doctors uniform. So they're trying to do something with that, I think. But I don't know. It's just I don't know, maybe it's a story or it's just more so. But like it's the first episode. The
Yeah.
first episode is never really all that amazing.
I don't know. Okay, so but like
Okay, I
okay.
got.
Okay, so like the first episode of the Cortez was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Kathy Bates tells that guy like all, like it's just such a good, I don't know. I mean, I think you said, like you said, they went simple. It's a whole nother story. So I can't compare the things, but
Mhm.
it's hard to not compare it to itself.
Okay.
It's like,
Yes.
yeah, so it's hard not to compare it to what you've seen that you really like from them. And you keep, you want them to keep doing the thing that you like,
Mhm.
but
But I guess they have to progress in
they got to
their
make themselves
journey.
happy. They got to make themselves happy, I guess,
Yes,
whatever.
exactly. They just can't just please us, the audience.
Well,
What kind
but
of
then we're just gonna stop watching because, like, if it wasn't for the podcast, I definitely wouldn't have watched. I even told my kids, like, "Hey, I'm gonna watch the American Horror Story this season and, talk about it on the podcast. And they were like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, Kim Kardashian's in it. They were like, oh, that's going to be bad.
Wait, I was watching. Started watching the New York City one when it came out.
Okay.
But I didn't ever finish watching it. I think I got to like episode 3, and then, but so when I went to go look for this one, I seen that there was 2 more installments since that, and I was just like, I don't even be looking out for these anymore. I used to look out for American Horror Story, but there's so
Mhm.
many seasons that I have not seen.
Yeah.
Since I think the last one that I really watched was as the real season was the one where it was the witches and the warlocks. It was
Okay.
the
Oh,
end of the world.
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
This
I
was a
like that.
great one. That wasn't Billy Porter in that one?
I believe so.
Yeah, that season was great.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't watch the Requiem wait a minute, the one that they did, the New York City one. I didn't watch, but maybe one episode of that. I couldn't. I didn't give a
yeah,
fuck.
I tried. But I couldn't. And then like
That it didn't even make. I was like, I'm just as soon as the person came out with I didn't care nothing about what was happening and all the black and all the.
leather, the gay scene in the 80s.
I couldn't even get to that part of it. I just couldn't even get to. I couldn't. I don't know. Like immediately, I had like, I'm not watching this.
And then I seen the one, that's the season where they have like every episode is a different story.
What?
They
Wait a minute.
have
What's
those. They have those. It's like American Horror Story, and I believe those are American Horror Stories.
okay?
And so it's just like
Girl, my husband on his phone on. The dog is throwing up.
a lot going on. Yeah, but every episode is a season where every episode is a different story.
I never seen any of those either.
And like, I mean, it's usually only like out of the whole season. It's usually like I usually only like 1 or 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Yeah, I've never seen any of those. So I'm looking at it now. American Horror. Yeah. Ooh. Paris Jackson.
Which episode was she in?
Let me see here. She played Maya in one of them episodes. I don't know. Got to check it out.
I'll have to work that up.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was 2 between the Delicate and the New York City. So I don't even know what those were.
Oh man, we did it. So
we did it.
So the consensus is we like American Horror Story. We don't know what's going to happen in episode 2, but we're going to watch episode 2.
We're gonna watch episode.
Kim Kardashian didn't do horrible.
No, she did not. I can't say that she did.
Yeah. We're disappointed in the costumes a little bit, but maybe they have something fabulous coming for us next episode.
Hopefully. Some sun or something.
You think?
Some sun. I don't know.
Some sun, a coral, a pop of blue, anything nice.
Something. Some colors somewhere.
All right. Well, Trina Brown, I'm going to get on to my day. I'm going to take this shrunken head costume off and I'm going to turn into mom.
Yep. And I got things to do myself. I'm about to go wash this green makeup off.
You look cute though. You did great.
Thank you. You think I should go to the store like this?
Definitely. See what you get. See what you can get. Girl, they may give you some free shit. Who knows?
Somebody gonna like it.
I like it. All right. Well, if you guys like the content that you see here, please click like, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you as a subscriber.
And please leave any feedback, comments, or anything that you agree with, don't agree with, some things that you want to see or want us to talk about. Please comment.
And don't be trying to be super disagreeable. So don't be extra disagreeable because I'm not gonna read it. I'm just gonna delete it.
Let me read it first.
You read
Right.
it, I delete
Let's
it.
delete it. Okay. Got
Like
it.
everybody loves us all the time, 100%. We're amazing. That's all the comments.
I don't know. You could get better that way.
I'm delusional, girl. Who's trying to get better?
Well, I mean, I guess that's the casting department. Period. Delusions, full of delusions.
Just
You have to
delusional
reflect the delusional.
ego. Girl, I'm the best. What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. You live in this grandiose world in your head. So
Crazy. Where you're making fairies and magic shit happen every day as you're a unicorn. Yeah, I don't want to hear no
exactly.
bad news. I'm like, don't nobody bring me no bad
No
news.
bad news.
All right, Trina. Well, until next time, people. Bye.
Bye.